Hey guys, welcome to my video. If you guys want to know how to get that really relaxed, loose, cool girl wave, then stay tuned. So I just wanted to do this quick look for you guys because this is a really requested look, not only on my jobs. I honestly do this hairstyle for models probably like 75% of the time, just when we're doing beauty looks or something just natural, or for fashion or for editorial, just because the hair looks really pretty on most people. It just looks lived in. It looks like that second day hair where you just woke up and your hair looks voluminous, but it still has a little bit of wave to it. So I just wanted to show you how to do it fresh out of the shower, or even if your hair is a little bit dirty. And this is good for people with fine hair, thick hair, curly hair, whatever you want to do. So yeah, this is just the final product. I prefer my curl to be a little bit looser, but as you can see, the curls kind of go forward, they kind of go backwards, and it's finished with a nice face framing bang. So, and then the ends are typically a little bit more straight. So I love this look just because it makes me feel like when I step out or if I go out, I don't have to feel like I look overdone with my hair. So it just looks like exactly like it's second day hair. So I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. And I touch my hair a lot, and this curl stays in really well for me. So I know that's a big issue too with a lot of you guys with curls, is finding out how to do a loose looking curl but having it stay all day. So this is going to stay all day for you guys. It's really important of the products I use, but also the type of curl that I'm doing, and also the finishing thing that I do at the end with my bangs. So I touch my hair a lot, like I said. So even if you go like this, which I do all the time, flip the hair, because the curl pattern's all over the place and it's not necessarily all one way, it still looks good when it's flipped. And I can flip it the other way. So it's just a really fun, easy curl that you can do on anybody's hair. You can do it on yourself, and it just gives you that really beautiful, voluminous kind of look. So that's why I'm filming this for you guys. Okay, stay tuned. I'll be right back. Hey guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I prepped my hair by shampooing and conditioning it with the Moroccan Oil, this new Color, Protect and Prevent Color Complete line. And then I added this before I blow dried. This is the Protect and Prevent spray. So it's basically like a leave-in conditioner spray, so it protects the color. And then I blew it dry just straight. My hair does dry naturally a little bit with a wave to it, but don't worry, this tutorial is really good for those of you who have fine straight hair as well, because I've worked with all different types of hair, and this technique works really well, especially if your hair doesn't like to hold a curl. And I live in Florida, so I know how that is, because I know a lot of people have problems with going outside with humidity and it just falling flat. So this is gonna kind of help with that too. So the first thing I did is, after I prepped my hair and blew it dry, I also added this sea salt spray by KMS. And I just sprayed that all over, and then I just rough dried it in. What this does is, this is very important for you fine haired girls, is it actually gives it that like gritty texture, so it is going to hold the curl and it's going to lock everything in place. For those of you who have that really slippery hair, or if you've never colored your hair, you're going to have that really silky feeling, and then everything seems to kind of just fall out. This is going to be a really, really important step for you. So it gives it that kind of drier texture to your hair, and it makes it so the curl lasts. So I just spray this in, rough dry it in, and then I'm just going to go ahead and get started with my curls. So I'm just gonna split one half of my hair, clip it away. All right, so I'm just gonna start with my hair. Now this has the sea salt spray in it, and that's about it, and then I blew it dry. So I'm just gonna take random sections. They don't have to be, I'm using a bigger iron. So this is the, I think it's like a 1.5 inch. And what I'm going to do is, instead of curling like a traditional curl, I'm always going to be pointing down and then wrapping the curl, and I'm going to be leaving the ends out, so I get that little bit of an undone beachy texture. So I'm just going to open the clip. You can also do it closed. I like to open the clip just so that I have something to grab the end, and so I don't have to hold both of my hands up the whole time. So basically I just wrapped it around the barrel left the end out, and whoop, I'm gonna tuck that guy in there. And you're just gonna leave it on there for about, and it depends on I have it on high heat because I do have very coarse hair, but you're just gonna leave it on for maybe like 10 seconds or less. Okay, so it gave me a really, really nice curl, and what I do with the curls, depending on how your hair holds, my hair holds pretty well, especially because I have the sea salt spray, so I'm actually gonna stretch the curl out a little bit so I get that really loose, cool girl wave, because I don't want anything too tight or too curly, because I just want a really relaxed look. Okay, so next one. So the key to this look is to alternate the wave pattern. So typically I do all back, away from the face, but with this one, from about the ear back, I alternate from front to back, and then once I get around the face, I always do back so that I'm not having pieces fly in my face. So we're just gonna alternate. So this one I'm going to do actually towards me. Now, I don't know if you guys saw, I just, so I wrap it, and at the very end, before I let it sit there, I kind of pull the curl through so I don't have any creases where the clamp is, and I'll show you on the next curl exactly what I mean. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull that out a little bit. All right, so let me show you what I mean with the curl. So basically, I open the clamp, I wrap it around, close the clamp, and then I just kind of give it a slight half turn and then go like this, because that way if you tend to just like keep your hand locked in place, like some people go like this, it's going to give you that weird crease exactly where the clamp bends. So I just kind of like to pull it through. And then another trick too is rocking the curl. I do this a lot just to distribute the heat evenly. Sometimes I'll just kind of like hold the end and then just like bring the shaft up and down. It just helps with the heat distribution, and it just makes sure the curl just gets even heat to it. Okay, so that's it. And I like to use this bigger iron just because, again, like I said, I want a really relaxed curl. Of course, you can do a little bit of a tighter curl. But it's definitely going to give you a different look. Okay, so now the trick with the curls is to, after you've got them kind of just cooling like that, leave it. Don't touch it right away. I kind of just let that set. I'm gonna put a little bit of a hairspray on it. And then we're gonna move to the next section. At the very end, we rake everything out. Now, of course, you can do smaller sections. It's gonna give you a little bit more defined for each, but this is the way I do it for every day, and it takes me less than 20 minutes. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the next one.
Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and continue wrapping the hair around the barrel. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an extra tip I forgot to say earlier, is that if you guys have a little bit of a harder time holding your curls in throughout the day, a trick that I love to use is to actually twist the hair strand itself before you put it on the barrel, and then twist it around. So it's actually going to give you double twisting action. So that's actually going to lock your curl in even longer. And then as far as the hair goes, I always keep the ends straighter, but that's definitely just a preference for me. If you guys like to have a more curly end, by all means, go ahead. I think on a straighter end, to me, just looks a little bit more relaxed. So depending on what you're doing, you can definitely change up the end there. Sometimes when I'm in need of a haircut, I like to kind of drag the end in a little bit so it has a little bit of a bend, because it gives me more of a finished look. And I apologize for my crazy wispies on top of my head that I just realized are really standing out.
So now we're around the face. So I always do a little bit back when I'm around the face. And I'm going to show you guys a trick at the very end for when I'm finishing the hair that I do whenever I'm doing a hairstyle. And it's pretty easy to master, but it really makes such a huge difference when you're styling your hair, because it kind of gives you that really finished salon style look without much effort. Some effort, but not much. Okay. So that's one side. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm done with my curling, and I'm just gonna show you how to finish it. So my curls have set a little bit, so I am just going to, I did a light hairspray all over, and I'm just gonna take my fingers and just kind of rake through and just really mess it up, because I want that really natural texture, just kind of like, this is like the second day hair, and the curls have fallen a little bit. I just want a little bit of a natural feel. At this point, you can kind of flip your head over and do that, but I'm just gonna do it this way. And then just take a look at your hair at this point, and then just see where you want to add more curls if you'd like. For me, I think this is great. I just love the texture. It's just a really natural pattern. Some are going forward, some are going back, and then the ends are a little bit more straight. So what I like to do now is, see how my bangs are kind of all over the place, and it's fine, but the best tip I ever got was to blow out the front of your hair at the very end. So what I'm going to do is take some pretty big slices just from the top of the head to about the ear here, and I am just gonna blow my bangs forward. This is just gonna give me a nice lift in the front, and it's gonna give me a very, very finished look. And it's going to give me kind of like that nice bend in the front, so it's gonna give me like a, kind of like a curtain bang, kind of a little Alexa Chung, little face frame, you know? Just because I know some people, when they do their hair and they curl it, it ends up all going back right here, and then it just looks weird, and then you end up having like this really weird like forehead situation. Not cute. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna brush it all forward. I'm gonna take my Dyson, and I'm taking the thinner, more controlled nozzle, and then I'm gonna take this Numi hairbrush. This is just like a thermal brush. I have it on, can you see? Okay, so let's see how it looks now. All right, so I don't know if you can tell, let me get a little closer. It kind of just gave me that little bit of a lift here, and when my hair just lays, it frames my face. So it just kind of gives me that really pretty volume at the front, and it's really great too if, you know, midway through the day you want to put your hair up, your bangs actually look finished and they're not gonna be stuck to your head or like kind of going back, so you can get like a really nice chic look. So like if I put my hair in a little bun, I still have these really nice bangs that are a little bit more blown out looking. Okay. And then what I do is I'm gonna go ahead and take this Amika Undone Texture Spray. I'm gonna spray it all over and just kind of further that messy, beachy hair look. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take this R&Co Mannequin Styling Paste, and I'm just gonna take a little bit in my palms, and then we're just going to define the ends a little bit. I like to do this just because it gives the ends like that really piecey separated look, and it just, I use the rest, whatever's on my palms, to calm down more of my flyaways on top, which obviously they're peeking out today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rub it through the ends here. All right guys, that's it. That's my messy, cool girl wave look for you guys. I hope you like it. And let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment box below. Oh my gosh, I almost made a whole desk. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions on this look. It's just a really quick look, and you can do it with any size iron. Just like keep in mind it's going to give you a different look. I like the biggest iron just because it's going to give me more of like that relaxed loose curl. So let me know what you guys think, and thank you so much for watching.